Got a very good question today from a YouTube viewer in Houston, Texas. We had a little discussion on the phone. Wanted to clarify a couple questions. So, how do you know in the left hand or the top hand, left hand if you're a right-handed golfer, should you have the club down towards the fingers? Should you have it here? Should you have it here? Let's find out. Alright, so I want to give you the general rule of thumb. How do you determine exactly where to place this club in your left hand? I'm going to turn sideways for you. Generally we want the grip to run exactly across this first pad and of course on a diagonal in the top hand. Now some of you are maybe under the illusion that it should be way down here in the fingers, and some of you are not sure if it should be even here. Well, there's a couple things that we need to clarify. First of all, if you just run the club on an angle and close your fingers, then loosen the bottom three fingers, you're going to find a point where you're going to feel the club's going to start to slip. So for me to get it the right location where it doesn't slip is going to be there for me. So some things are happening here. One is going to be we need to look at the diameter of the grip that your club has. Two, the length of your hand, how much this muscle you have. I don't have a lot of, I'll call it fat here, just not a lot of beef here to sit on top of that grip. So I'm going to have to hold it more down towards the fingers. If I had a much bigger diameter grip, of course, it's going to be more of a palm grip. If I had a little bit more meat on this part of my hand, perhaps I could get that more on top of the club and still hold it more towards the middle section of my left hand. But long story short, what's going to be looked at is the diameter of the grip that you're using, and then plus your own individual hand. But where you want to get it is that location where if you loosen the last three fingers, you're going to feel that the grip is secure. So you can see it's just started to move, so I didn't have it exactly the right place. So for me, that's where I need to have the grip running across my left hand. One more thing you need to consider. One of my favorite sets of irons. Got the original Hogan grips on them. But these grips are a little slick, shall we say. So if I try to do the same thing in this hand, it's going to immediately slip. And now you can see if I open up, that's going to run much towards the center of the palm, and that's where you're going to get a lot of those wear marks on your gloves. So nice diameter grip for my hand, but it's too slippery. I'm going to have to grip it harder during the swing to keep it from moving around if I'm not willing to pay the money to get new grips. So some of the things that can affect where you end up placing the club in your hand, it's going to be equipment. But if you got good equipment, then we'll go back again. Across the first joint of the index finger. We're going to find the location based on your hand where that thing's going to fit secure. So this is important because we want to be able to deliver speed under control. That's what we're trying to do. So try this test out, and if you got some questions, let me know. Thanks for watching. Make sure you give this a thumbs up on YouTube. Thanks.